Hello guys, hope you have seen number of videos explaining and analyzing Indian budget 2025 to 2026. This is one such video. But I'm going to walk you through how this budget is about to help startup and Indian business ecosystem as well as eventually the Indian economy. Okay, but before we delve into that, we have to understand how India has performed for the past few months of the last fiscal year 2024. Every year we get annual report how well India has performed economically. That annual report is called economic survey. So economic survey 2024 to 25, in that survey we have to focus on few points: GDP, inflation, unemployment or employment, and then industrial sector, MSME. Okay, so with respect to GDP is expected to grow by 6.4%. But this is not sufficient, because we have this visionary plan called Viksit Bharat, meaning developed India by the year 2047, 100 years after the independence. But to reach that 2047 dream, Viksit Bharat state, we need to have at least 8% growth rate every year consecutively for 10 years. So measures have been taken, we'll wait and see. Next, with respect to inflation, retail inflation has gone down. It has gone down to 4.9%, but food inflation has gone up. It has gone up from 7.5% to 8.4%. It's all because of the supply chain disruptions and also climatic uncertainties. We have taken measures on it. And also we are in a phase where we call current account deficit, where we import more, export less. Self-employed individuals, that percentage has gone up. It has gone up from 52.2% to 58.4%, and also the casual worker rate has gone down. This means folks of this generation is focused or preferring more towards working in the structured form of self-employment. Also, they are preferring with flexible work arrangements. Then comes industrial sector. Industrial sector grew by 6.2%, and MSMEs, they've also grown to a considerable rate. But the thing is, they've contributed more in the export last year. If 100 exports have been done, 45.73% of that export has been done by MSMEs. So they've contributed more, and still, apart from this industrial growth, still we are about to be concerned. We need to be concerned about the skilling or skill set, enhancing the skill set of labor force. So measures have been taken on this budget, we'll know. And to sort out some bottlenecks then and there, and to address all the negative impacts, the budget has been proposed. Every year it will happen. Based on the economic survey, the budget will be proposed. Okay, so this year also budget have been proposed on Feb 1, 2025. They've had 4 engines. First engine, agriculture. So here I'm going to pick this Prime Minister Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana. So under this scheme, the union government is going to tie up with state governments. They are going to take stock of 100 low productive or under productivity districts. They are going to help them in what? Help them by means of better productivity. They are going to enhance their crop diversification, and they are going to support them by means of post harvest storage. Okay, then comes Atmanirbharta and pulses. So under the scheme, the central agencies are going to procure 3 set of pulses. Okay, one urud dal, then tur dal, then masoor dal. So they are going to procure these pulses as much as possible from the farmers who are registered to these central agencies with better prices. Okay, and this mission is for attaining the self-sufficiency on these 3 pulses within few years span. We'll check it out. Then the mission for cotton productivity. So this is a mission, 5-year mission for improving the productivity and sustainability of the cotton farming. So they are going to support the cotton farming by means of giving science and technology based support. Okay, it is going to be aligned with 5F. This gets interesting here. 5F are farm to fiber, fiber to factory, factory to fashion, fashion to foreign. Okay, and then enhance credit through KCC. Kisan credit card. So using this Kisan credit card, farmers used to get loan up to 3 lakh at the rate of 7% per annum until the last fiscal year. Now they are going to enhance the limit, cap limit to 5 lakh. So 3 lakh to 5 lakh with the same rate of interest. So this will enable the farmers, those farmers who have got the loan with the cap limit 5 lakh, will enable them to go for high quality seeds, and they could practice better agriculture practices, and they could yield better, okay, with better yielding, and maybe the seeds or the quality of seeds would give them crops of better shelf life. So better quality, better yield, better shelf life, eventually better selling price as well, okay. And urea plant in Assam, Makana board in Bihar. So we are expecting more employments within few years span. All these schemes and policies and other policies as well with respect to agriculture, they are going to help the primary and secondary sector of businesses. It's your job to find what is primary and secondary sector businesses. Then comes MSMEs. So generally MSME means micro, small, medium enterprises. So every set of enterprise has its own limit in terms of investment and revenue or turnover. In terms of investment, let's take a micro enterprise. In terms of investment, it is 1 crore, and in terms of the turnover, it used to be 5 crore. Okay, so if let's say a company XYZ is a micro enterprise, micro firm with the investment of 1 crore with the turnover of 5 crore. Suppose if the revenue of the last fiscal year of that company goes beyond 5 crore, say 6 crore, and then this company is not a micro company anymore, micro enterprise anymore. It will become a small or medium industry, depends. Okay, so to retain the category or the recognition of this micro, small or medium enterprises, the companies, the enterprises, they don't want to expand beyond a certain limit, because they would get some benefits like tax cuts or incentives or better loans with a better rate of interest from the government. So to retain these benefits, these micro, small, medium enterprises are not expanding or not thinking beyond a limit. So this is somewhat like a bottleneck, because you have seen, no, so MSMEs contributed 45% of the export last year. So if they've got expanded, more export would happen. So to let the companies think beyond the limit and also retaining their benefits intact, the classification has got revised. As in, I told you, the micro enterprise should have the turnover up to 5 crore and investment up to 1 crore. That limit has gone up. The investment limit has gone up by 2.5 times. If it is 1 crore limit, it is becoming 2.5 crore limit, and turnover limit has gone double, which means if it is 5 crore limit, it has gone to 10 crore limit. So let's say the company XYZ has the limit. Now the limit has got expanded. So it can think little beyond the limit, and you can expect more employment, more and better production, and better trading as well. Okay. Then credit cards for micro enterprises. So those micro enterprises which is registering in the Udyam portal will get credit cards with the cap limit of 5 lakh. Then fund of funds. You know how mutual fund works, right? This is almost like a mutual fund invested on other mutual funds to diversify the portfolio and reduce the risk. Okay, the government is investing 10,000 crores on this alternative investment funds to support the startups. Okay, so you have to know, your task is to find what is alternative investment fund. Then comes scheme for first time entrepreneurs. This is to support first time entrepreneurs, exclusively women, people from underprivileged communities like scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. Okay, they are going to provide 2 crore loan, up to 2 crore loan within 5 years span. Then some more schemes and policies have been made for footwear, leather sector, toy sector, food processing sector and all, and also manufacturing mission for Make in India. So they are going to focus more on developing an ecosystem to create innovative toys, high quality toys to compete with international trade. Okay, then comes investment. So investment in 3 parts. investing in people, investing in economy, and investing in innovation. So investing in people. First one would be Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0. So with this scheme, they are going to provide nutritional support for young children in government schools, pregnant women, lactating mothers. So this would give opportunities for businesses which are involved in inventory controls and supply chain. Then Atal Tinkering Labs. So they are going to create tinkering labs in government schools to develop the scientific temper in children's mind. And the thing is, this would benefit the small or micro industries which make scientific equipments. Okay, then broadband connectivity to government secondary and PHCs, public healthcare centers. Obvious, broadband connectivity. Okay, then expansion of capacity in IITs to those IITs which have got established after or on 2014. 5 of them will be expanded in their capacity. Altogether 6,500 seats are going to be included. So which means 6,500 more students are going to get education from IIT. Okay. So then would be expansion in medical education. So we are going to expect to have 10,000 seats. 10,000 seats in medical colleges as well as hospitals. Okay. Then PM Swanidhi. So with this scheme, they're going to provide support for street vendors by giving UPI linked credit cards. So the credit card will have the cap limit up to 30,000. Then social security scheme for welfare of online platform workers. So we have seen the freelancers and gig workers are getting increased. The percentage is getting increased. So to support them by means of healthcare. So this scheme has happened. To those gig workers like freelancers and online delivery partners, if they register in eSRAM portal, they will get a benefit, healthcare benefit by means of PM Jan Arogya Yojana. Then investing in economy. So these two says the states, some of the states are going to be tied up with private sector. So in infrastructure planning and development. Okay, then Jal Jeevan Mission, almost 80% of this mission is done, 20% is yet to be done, we'll check it out. Nuclear energy mission for Viksit Bharat. The Nuclear Energy Act and Civil Liability for Nuclear Damage Act are going to be revamped, are going to be amended so that the private sector can also contribute. Then shipbuilding financial assistance is going to, the policy is going to be revamped. Then Udan Regional Connectivity Scheme. So under this Udan scheme, 120 more airports are going to come. They're going to be built so that all the tourist spots can be connected. And Greenfield Airport in Bihar, we are expecting more employment in these two categories. Then Swami Fund Infrastructure Project, tourism for employment at dot. Okay, obviously tourism, and they are going to tie up with private sector for medical tourism. Okay, then comes investing in innovation. Here deep tech fund of funds. So deep tech fund of funds are going to be used to explore the possibilities of new gen startup. Then PM research fellowship. Okay, so the economic survey said we are still lagging in technology based research. So this PM research fellowship is going to be used for technology based research exclusively in IITs and IIScs. Then research development innovation. Then National Geospatial Mission. This is to digitalize the urban planning and land records. Okay. Then comes export promotion mission. Okay, this mission is to help Indian businesses to sell their products worldwide. Then Bharat TradeNet, they are going to establish Bharat TradeNet BTN. This is going to be a digital platform to support this. So all the Indian businesses who are about to sell their product worldwide, they might be using this, they would be using this. This is going to be aligned with international practices, international business practices. Then national framework for GCC, Global Capability Centers. This is going to be a framework. They are going to establish new framework. This framework will guide states to promote the development of this GCCs in emerging tier 2 cities. Then comes Reforms as fuel, FDI in insurance sector. Okay, foreign direct investment, the limit on insurance sector has gone up. First it was 74%, now it is 100%. This means we can expect more private insurance players from all around the world coming and investing in India, which means more players, more competitors, which means the insurance premium go cheaper, affordable. And then partial credit enhancement facility by National Bank. This means National Bank for financing infrastructure and development. So this partial credit enhancement will let the corporates to raise funds at ease. So with lesser yield itself. Once the corporate raises fund, what will happen? It will get more business. More business means more employment. That's what they've been focused on. Next it is bilateral investment treaty. Bilateral investment treaty, in the sense it's an agreement between two countries to promote and prevent their investment in their each of the countries. Okay, so in 2024 our Indian government has signed bilateral investment treaty for with two countries. One is UAE, other one is Uzbekistan. So we'll expect more growth based on this. Let's expect this. Then the most awaited part, taxes. First, direct and indirect. Direct tax. So revised tax structure, we know it. So 0 to 4 lakh, no tax. Then 4 to 8 lakh, I think we have it here. 0 to 4 lakh, no tax, tax exempted. 4 to 8 lakh, 5%, 8 to 12 lakh, 10%, 12 to 16 lakh, 15%, 16 to 20 lakh, 20%, 20 to 24 lakh, 25%, and about 24 lakh, 30%. So I'm more of in awe. Like these numbers and these numbers are in AP, quite math minded. No, the thing is, this will come under new regime. Understand that this is coming under new regime. Number one, and number two, tax exempted from 0 lakh to 4 lakh rupee. That's it. Okay, tax exempted from 0 to 4 lakh rupee. That's it. If you earn up to 12 lakh, tax is not exempted. Tax is rebated. Understand the word. Exempted is no tax at all. Rebated is you will file for tax return and then you will get the money back. Okay. So if you earn until 12 lakh, you will file for IT returns. Then you will get the money back. You will rebate the tax. You will get the tax rebated. That's how you say no tax. Okay. Likewise, the interest limit for senior citizens has gone doubled. So it was up to 50,000 before. Now it is 1 lakh. So until 1 lakh, if he or she earns as the return of investment, no need to pay the tax. Beyond that, he or she has to pay the tax. Okay. And apart from this, the house owners, to those house owners who were earning as a rent up to 2.4 lakh, there was no tax, and after that it was tax. But now it has gone up to 6 lakh. The threshold has gone up to 6 lakh. So those house owners who are earning 6 lakh as a rent, no need to pay tax. So they have more money to invest on or more money to spend on. Okay. Then extension for incorporation of startups. Usually a private company or LLP or partnership company who are registered in Startup India, they don't get to pay tax for 3 consecutive years in the first 10 years of incorporation. So once they have registered, within that 10 year, from the date of registration, within that 10 year, any 3 consecutive fiscal year, they can avail tax cut. Okay. Now this threshold has gone up to 15 years. So this means more of the investors or angel investors would focus more on the startups. So when you focus more on the startup, you can say more startups will be established, or some of the startups with better ideas will be expanded. So this means more economic activities. Okay. Then comes indirect tax. So some of the life-saving medicines of cancer or other chronic diseases have got their basic custom duty exempted, which means you can expect these life-saving medicines available at cheaper prices. Okay. Then the waste scrap materials of zinc, lead, cobalt powder and lithium ion battery, they're all got exempted from basic custom duty, so that it will be available in abundance for manufacturing in India mission. So we'll check with that. Then raised custom tariff. Okay. Some of the textile machineries have got their basic custom duty is exempted. So that we can expect the textiles being produced at competitive prices. With respect to this, some of the handicrafts like textiles, artifacts, the export duration limit has got extended, which means it was the limit was up to 6 months. Now it is up to 1 year. It has got extended. Then wet blue leather has got their basic custom duty exempted. Then with respect to export, the crust leather, their export duty has got exempted. So we can so that we can promote more export of these things. So these exemptions are focused heavily on the exports, because more they export, more will be the foreign trade. More the foreign trade, our Indian currency value will be strengthened against US dollar. So let's hope for the best. Then the additional info. So RBI recently has cut its repo rate by 0.25 percentage points. What does it mean? It was from 6.5% to 6.25%. What is repo rate? First of all, repo rate is the rate at which the RBI is lending money to the commercial banks. Commercial banks as in ICICI, SBI, other IDFC, something like that. Now, what happens here? When the RBI cuts rate, the other commercial banks also will cut the rate, and the commercial banks will borrow more money from RBI and lend more money to the people as personal loans or business loans to the business, all the others, different types of loans, gold loans, etc., etc. Now what happens? So more money is pumped into the system. So have you noticed the correlation? So after the budget session, people will be optimistic that they'll be having money in their hand, and after the rate cut, people will be focusing more on their dream project. Either it can be dream home or dream car or dream business. It can be anything. Either way, the money will be pumped back to the system, right? This will enable the economy develop. Okay, fine. This is what I've learned from the economic survey as well as this Indian budget. Hope you've learned. If you hear, no, have you heard some new words? Feel free to Google it and learn from the Google. Or if you have doubts, please feel free to ping in the comment section. We'll be happy to answer your question. Learn well, learn more, be and become unstoppable. All the best.